What up, guys? It's DJ. We're back again for another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. And today, I've got my boy, Darth Vaper. What's up, man?
Hello. Hello. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. So, DV and I are going to start a series here called Theory Crafting with DV. And the reason why is because this man is amazing.
For different interactions in teams, I think, and characters. That will ultimately yield long-term advantages. Sounds kind of vague.
Kinda, but I know that this style of broadcast that we're going to do is more of a podcast style. There will be some video explanation on here, but realistically, you should be able to just turn on your YouTube, go to the game itself, just play and be educated at the same time. This is not one that you're going to want to sit down and just watch it from start to finish. We're going to ramble on for probably 15 minutes or so. So today's first episode is, we just started Territory Wars yesterday, and I think we really need to get into just theory crafting what would be good for Territory Wars and some of the different walls. I know that I previously talked about on the education series about the Phoenix Squad and putting up a Phoenix Wall, which is really good. I think our Phoenix Wall is held so far. But
it's very helpful.
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of other walls that could really go up that would be beneficial to what we're doing. So DV, right. I'm gonna let you take it from there and fill me in, man. What are your ideas here for Territory Wars?
All right. As we start off real quick, I do want to give a shout out to that original thought you had about putting this on in the background while you play the game. Go on and start up your galactic war before you get to your 150 so that you can sim it. Throw this on the background and kind of think about the different things we're going to throw out there. Territory Wars. After the first couple came out, the conversation on the forums and Reddit was that a strong defense trumps a strong offense. If you throw up your General Kenobi and your Zeta Barra squads, your Arena Commander Luke Skywalker with your Zeta R2-D2 and your Han Solo, you would be able to, through having this difficult GP with very specialized characters needing many times mirror matches to defeat, you could get a draw or have enough offense to win on their defense. And we experimented with doing weaker defense and stronger offense the first couple times. That didn't work out too well for us. What were your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I kind of like the system that we came up with now because, yeah, I felt like in the beginning we were just getting blasted left and right. And to come up with, I think we upgraded our defenses, too, to 75K or 80K. I don't remember what the numbers are.
We did. So one of the very first things that we approached the problem at was we had some guild members that loved the game, and they would throw in a lot of characters, burn through their roster, throw up 15, 20 teams on defense. And we're not talking about 3 million galactic power rosters. And we had, teams with 50,000 and 60,000 GP being put in a majority of our areas. And of course, They were just getting steamrolled and we were getting completely defeated in the first couple hours. So the first step that we had was setting requirements of GP for tunes. If your team doesn't have 75,000 GP, don't set your defense. Keep your characters for offense, and then we'll move from there. And then the other thought that we had is that having a lot of characters with high GP is a very difficult thing to do. And so the best way to approach it would be to find the characters that are most of the teams that are most useful in other areas of the game and have that incorporated into our Territory Wars defense. So with Territory Battles having already been released, we looked at Rogue One. They're great because Chase has been a powerhouse in Arena for a long time. Yep. A lot of survivability, Resurrection with Jin, Double Taunt, lots of counterattack. Great team that you have to really struggle to get around. Phoenix team, also a lot of recovery and defensive power on them. Required for Thrawn, so it's a team a lot of people are already planning on investing in. So here are two teams that we've already chosen that have multiple aspects across the game to set up these strong defenses. And the idea is do good in Territory Wars, do good in Territory Battles.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that throwing in some of the other teams that are menacing, I mean, every guild out there is smart enough to put up a Night Sister wall. Every guild out there throws up Zal, or throws up some sort of Sith wall. I've noticed that we encounter that quite often. And then the obvious
Yeah.
GK Xeris wall, which is, those are always a pain in the butt. But to come
They
up
are.
with some of the other ones, like I have on the screen right now, the Rogue One blockade that we put up, which is to me, it's kind of off the wall, because it's like, who would consider Rogue One as a wall? But when you're talking about bays and turret, that's tough to get by. And then you throw in another tank with K2SO and Cassian, thank you. And I mean, that's tough right there. Plus, if any of them die, Jin's gonna bring them back. So,
And that's exactly. And what I also really like about the Rogue One area is that you already have the difficulty of getting by General Kenobi and Barriss, and then you still have Chase to deal with in the Rogue One squad.
Yep.
And a lot of the strategies of getting by General Kenobi and Xeris are the same strategies you want to use to get by Chase. Heal immunity, buff immunity, turn meter reduction, healing immunity. And so to come up with those teams twice, I think, forms a nice difficulty for a lot of guilds to come across.
And the concept that I don't think people really understand when it comes to territory wars is that people are looking at this as in, oh, those are old metas. Those are old arena teams that we used to use. But you have to understand that when somebody puts in a Sith team, a Rogue One team, a Phoenix team, they're not going against these people with their arena teams. They're going against these people with their D, E, and F teams, because they've put their A through C teams in on defense. All of us have. I know my JTR team is in here, my CLS team. I think I'm the only one in our guild, though, that purposely, I personally, I hate territory wars. I do. So I set up every tough team I have on defense, just so that I don't have to do the offense. So you can see on here, I'm number one on there with 612 banners, because 612 banners is all defense. That's all I did.
And I'm really embarrassed that you're showing the defensive stats there, because as I was doing some offensive stats, I was looking down and I had a Zeta ready to go, and right before Territory War started, I thought, I'm going to throw this on Emperor Palpatine leadership and then see what I can come up with. And then we kind of reorganized a little bit where the teams were going, and I got into some thought about where I wanted things to go, and I didn't get around to assigning half the teams I normally do. I didn't assign a Skywalker team or an Empire team or a Sith team. So my defenses were really shoddy.
Here, for those who can't see, let's scroll down a ways here, and we'll see Darth Vaper at number 15, when Darth Vaper is usually him and I are pretty even on GP. In fact, we were just talking about it earlier. He had asked if I had hit the 3 million button yet. And I'm at, where am I? I am...
We're going to play the Cantina Band.
That's going to be an episode by itself right there.
There you go.
DJ hits 3 million.
Club.
Yep.
With the is crisp at the top.
You're ridiculous. Let's see. I'm at 2.997.
Oh, it is so sweet.
So terribly close.
You have to up a mod or kick a character to like.
I'm waiting for my Zeta to kick in, which should be tomorrow. I have my 20th Zeta here. Hold on, let me see if I can find you. Honestly, I don't know. That was going to be another conversation for another one that we're going to do, because I honestly don't know what to do here. Darth Vaper, you are at 3.032. So you've got me beat by about 30,000. I caught up to you.
Up so fast.
Well, you know what it was? I caught up to you because you had the Falcon on your ships. I did not. You had Thrawn on your ships. I did not. And then you had Hermit Yoda. I did not. And in the last week, I've acquired all three of those. Well, I acquired Thrawn a couple months ago when it came out, but I've caught up to you because I was able to acquire all the things that you already had, and that's how I caught up to you.
The differences between our profiles are superficial.
Honestly, yeah, they really are. It's very minimal. So,
but to tie this real quick back into Territory Wars, the teams that I also enjoy investing in, just as we were talking about right now, Phoenix is a great team, and Rogue One. Now, you mentioned being yesterday's meta, which makes them kind of interesting to throw out there. But the value I like on them more is that they are required for special missions and territory battles.
Yes.
And in those territory battles, that gives you the needed guild currencies to unlock the Wampa, to unlock, Hermit Yoda, and to get that G12. So I have always viewed every investment into the Rogue One, into the Phoenix, into Commander Luke Skywalker, which is a given, of course. But even
obviously,
the Hoth people, the Hoth Rebel Soldier and
right.
Scout and Rolo and Cholo, all the good ones.
Cholo.
Because
for those guys who don't know what Cholo is, we're not talking about the California gangster.
No, mad respect.
We're talking about four Han Solos and a Chewie. Correct. On a team is called Cholo.
No, it's Commander Han Solo. His character for Hoth Battle is Captain Han Solo, and so it's the CH. Olo is where I thought it came from.
Oh, no. No, he's CHS. Cholo is actually a team that people put together with
awesome.
with Chewie, with Zeta Chewie lead. Well, first of all, if you've got the cojones to go ahead and put a Zeta on Chewie, by all means, you are the man or woman. It doesn't matter which one you are. But it's a Zeta Chewie lead with 4 Han Solos, the 4 Han Solos in the game. And honestly, I can't wait for the Solo movie to come out so they can drop that young Solo, because it's going to be the younger version of Han Solo, so we can all have a full team of Han Solos. I'm anticipating that. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Like a fat kid looking through the bakery window at the cake that's getting made.
Maybe someday, if we're all really lucky, we'll get an original Chewie to fly an original Falcon, but I don't want to get too excited.
Yeah, no kidding. Although it is rumor, we have seen it on the video.
We've seen it. I know it makes me excited every time I see it.
That's what I'm saying.
So back to your Zeta. Other good teams for territory war, of course, is the dark side battles as well.
Yes.
The Imperial Troopers. Imperial Troopers get a really big shout out, in my opinion.
Yes,
Death
they do.
Trooper, Shore Trooper, Veers, Stark. These 4 throw in a Thrawn leadership there, and you're already looking at some powerful teams. I'm getting some great results in the new Sith raid with them.
Oh, yes.
Of course, 2 of those are pilots in the Sith Reaper, not the Sith Reaper, the TIE Reaper, which is hands down the best.
By far the best team, yes, by far.
You have to have that. And then, of course, Thrawn and his capital ship. So you've got these teams that are performing well in multiple aspects of the game. So Veers Zeta is something that maybe, if your Veers is in a good spot, something that you might really want to think about. And it also helps against that Night Sister zone you're going to fight against your enemy, because the troopers with Shore Troopers just love to eat up.
They take them apart in 40 seconds or less.
I know.
The only time I've had a trouble taking down a Night Sister team, and I said this in one of my videos before, for me, when I'm in my arena shard, you're lucky because you're number 1 in your arena shard constantly. But let me just go to my arena shard. You'll see this on the video later. But this is called help. It's the only words I can tell you. Help. I just want to show you the top 10. Number 1, Team Instinct. Number 2, Team Instinct. Number 3, Team Instinct. Number 4, Team Instinct. Number 5, Team Instinct. Number 6, Team Instinct. Number 7, Team Instinct. Hold on, my favorite one is number 8. Number 8 is called I Club Baby Whales. That's all I gotta say. These are the guys that I go up against every single week, every single day.
Listens to this, just remember, this is the shard that pays for you to play this game free to play.
Oh, by far, because these boys dump hundreds of thousands of dollars into this game.
I have no Team Instinct on my squad arena or my fleet arena, so I'm very blessed. I have been blessed by RNG.
You're a lucky person. Yes, you are.
I am.
On my ship thing, though, there's 3 of us on our ship shard, and Toombs and Tom. But shout out to both of those guys. They're great guys, and we alternate every day on who's first, second, or third. Like today, I was third, but tomorrow I'll be first. And it just makes the world easy over when you can just easily go climb to the top of your rank that day, get your crystals, and move on about your day.
And there are some tips we'll go over in the arena cast that we'll have later on. That there are ways that you can get some more value out of that.
Oh yeah, of course.
So on Territory Wars, I do want to talk about, which is becoming something more on my mind, that they have recently reworked Territory Wars. The super defense and then throw your garbage at offense until you just whittle them down is no longer, I feel, a valid strategy. Or I should say, I think we need more data after this Territory War, this next round, to see if it's going to be a viable. So now you don't get banners for setting defense and for overcoming a team. Now you get banners for, if it's your first attempt, you get 10 banners. If it's your second attempt, you get 5 banners. I don't know what happens on a third attempt.
Honestly, I'm a little lost in the whole thing, but I actually have it up right now. You can see on the on the very first section, the top corner. Dietz is the very first one on here. He's our guild leader. Shout out to him. You can see that he has his GK Xeris team, and it took 4 teams to take that team out.
I really wish I could see what you're saying. I don't know if everyone knows this, but I actually can't see the screen now. So
no, we're working on screen sharing down the road. But for right now,
yes.
he's literally like a phone call in on a radio show. But you can see you are now the winner. You can literally see as I'm scrolling on screen though that there's guys on here that have lasted. It took them 2-3 battles. Some of them are ones, but. Who else? Shawnee the Donnie had one on here where his Zeta Qui-Gon team went 4 rounds.
Shawnee the Donnie, we love you, man.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Some of these names, I love these guys and their names. Hung Solo has my absolute favorite name on Discord right now, by far. I just want to say shout out to Red for making him change his name. I don't know if there was a bet behind this or what. I want to get them in on the state of the game conversation down the road. Yeah, I want to know why the name changed. But yeah, you can see on here.
Huge cast with all of us there. That's a great idea.
I'm pretty sure we can pull that off. Oh man, Pale Wookie, 5 teams to take out his Akbar team. His Akbar team was Akbar, Wiggs, Lumi, and I can't see who's behind the T. Oh, it's Sabine. That's a decent offensive team. Wow.
5 teams?
5 teams to take that 74K team out.
Yeah, you know what happened? I don't know what happened, but I assume once there was like 1 or 2 left, they were throwing junk at him again.
Yep.
And then there's that. Is it better to throw junk and take down a team, or now do you have to be careful on your offense?
I don't really know. And when you're looking at the screen,
what are the total banners right now?
We are. Hold on, my wife is texting mid-screen here. We're getting our butt whooped by a little less than 1,000. But when you look at the screen itself, it says set defense for 30+ banners, offense win +6 banners, -20 banners. I'm assuming you can get anything from 6 to 20 banners per win.
I've gotten 20 banners. So to get 20 banners, you have to win on your first attempt. That's the first
time. Okay, that makes sense.
You have to have all 5 of your people survive.
That makes complete sense then, because...
And then there was another 5 somewhere, but I don't remember what it was now that I think about it. Because I saw... Well, it listed it off as 3 separate things. It was like +5, +10, +5. I know the bottom 5 was because everybody survived. I know the first attempt was +10. And the first 5 was just for overcoming the team. So if you don't get the first attempt, you don't get the 0, and then you only get the bonus extras by how many survived.
And see, for us as a guild, we're always last-second Lucy's. I don't know why.
We really are.
I don't know why that always works out, but it always ends up being
we're morning warriors.
The last like 2-3 hour. Oh my god, TB drives me nuts sometimes because I have to get on there and go, help, get your things in.
It's Troll. Troll Knight wakes up at New Zealand time, and he's just like, "What's this mess? I got to clean up here as well."
Yeah,
and then he just gets it done.
I know, I love Troll, man. Troll, it's always funny to read his comments. Troll, man, you keep typing the way you do. Don't let nobody tell you how to type on this game, because I love it. Oh, goodness. So let's wrap up Territory Wars here, because we're going on almost 20 minutes on this conversation, and
I apologize.
No, we're doing good on our first one.
So here's going to be the summation of my opinion. As a guild, you want to set GP minimums per team. You do not want to put out trash. It doesn't matter if it's all Rogue One or Phoenix or CLS teams. If it's under 50,000 or 60,000, it's garbage. Don't put it out there.
Yep.
2, choose teams as a guild to focus on, and make sure they're teams that have multiple viabilities across multiple game modes.
Yep.
And I think, I would say that the teams that have known survivability, the Phoenix, the Rogue One, the GK, Zberis teams, are going to be your main free-to-play focused teams to really help get into the game.
Right. Well, I think you pretty much covered everything on Territory Wars there. So
there's definitely got to be a part 2 in a couple weeks after we see how the new changes affect the scores.
Exactly. We're always going to continue to update this. Down below, I know we have our new Discord server. DV has his own section on there. If there is something you want to hear from him, yeah, you're in trouble. Because they're going to be PMing the crap out of you on this one. But if you have any questions, any thoughts, any comments, anything you want to hit DV up or myself, I'll leave a link down below to the Discord channel. You can get on there. We'll have a guild server on there as well. So if you're looking for a guild to go to, or if you're trying to find a guild, we have something set up on there so you can help find your shard, find your guild, whatever works. We want to be able to get everybody to their arena shard, which will be the next video that we talk about. So stick around, stay tuned. We're going to come back with another video about guilds and the arena and getting yourself arena viable so that you can start getting yourself in the shard and then start getting yourself some crystals and maximize this game without having to spend $1. Sorry, CG, but it's true. A lot of us are FTP, and well, I can't say me. I'm kind of the opposite.
I'm like a guppy.
You're a guppy, but man,
I'm just a blessed guppy.
We're not getting into we're not getting into the whale conversation again because I get whaled on when I have this conversation. Oh God.
Well, thanks for listening. Tune in. We'll have more.
All right, guys, and we'll see you around later.